Hey, we got on Facebook. Oh no, I lied. Almost did. Yeah, only on YouTube. Still says nobody. I suppose. Probably because it's not going to Facebook. Fuck. Alrighty, guys, we are back live and in action with commentary this time. Had a little malfunction at the junction. The equipment wanted to take a Saturday off, and we politely said no, get to work. So here we are for the 4th annual Hope for a Cure fundraiser here at the Leather Pocket. 3-man teams, players capped at $1,800 Fargo rate per team. My name is Grant. I'm sitting beside Mr. Ben Francis. What's going on, Benny?
What's up, everyone? We got a good one here. We got Benny Lou's team taking on Jerry Young's team. Benny Lou is a new hope, and Jerry Young is pun luck.
Haven't seen Jerry around for a while, so good to see him come out.
Yeah, he got in the Canadians as well, so we're going to see him in a couple weeks.
Very nice.
Yeah.
We will be here as well.
Without sound problems. We're going to make sure we got those
issues.
figured out
Yeah.
a couple days before.
So true.
Get all the glitches ironed out. So I'm sure everyone's out there watching this Predator final too with the Polish kids playing in it, but when you're done watching that, you know where to find us. And
Rod is live as well. He's on Facebook.
He is live as well, so
it's kind of interesting that just so everybody knows, Facebook has changed things up. We can now no longer go live at the same time.
And
although there must be a way, we just don't know what that is yet.
And he's running a good one out there, big one.
Yeah,
lots of big players out there. This is a fundraiser. We want to get lots of views here too, but we know his is important one. Big memorial tournament, and yeah, importanter. That's right. If there is such a thing in this, because this is pretty important too. But we're live on YouTube, so make sure you guys click the thumbs up on there. And
yeah, we actually have volume. We're commentating.
Yeah, and you can share the YouTube stream on your Facebook page. Sometimes that helps. Oh, we got this team from Northern Alberta. They're from Edmonton area, most of them. One of them's got a team shirt here.
Somebody chatted up with me in the chat. Let me know. Y'all are
can you hear us?
There.
That's right. That's important to know. We haven't streamed for a while, so we're kind of new at this again.
Especially, I'll tell you, it's been a long time
since I
sat in
we were doing there.
Right?
How to get it to work.
It was almost the blind leading the blind.
It was pretty bad for both of us
we
there
were
for a minute.
informed enough to be dangerous.
Figured it out. The next step was just smash everything a little bit.
That's
and then
it.
Usually works after that.
I have a sledgehammer in the truck.
Yeah. Well, last time we had internet problems, but I think we resolved that, knock on wood. There's lots of wood around here.
There is, yes. Yeah. We're going to need that for the Canadians for sure. And some new camera angles coming up for the Canadians.
That's exciting.
New
been talking about that for a long time.
Yeah.
It's finally going to happen.
Is Alex coming back from China for the Canadians?
Perfect. They're live in the YouTube chat.
They are. To be honest, I'm not.
He's not. He's not coming. He's staying in China.
I know John Mora will be here.
Mora is coming. Yeah, Klatt's coming. Stephen Holem, Joe Spence, myself, Eric Vargas. It's a good field.
Yeah, I think Russ Whittle is in.
Eric Orlofsson.
Yeah.
No, Russ isn't in.
Russ is not in.
No.
Okay.
Edwin coming out of semi-retirement.
I think Jason Robichaud is coming as well.
Robichaud is making an appearance from way out east. Yeah. It's going to be a good one.
It will be.
There's Chris Simon coming from way out east, too. Going to be lots of good players. 9 ball, 9 on the spot, matchroom style. It's going to be fun.
Looks like New Hope about to draw first blood in this match. Race to 11. If my memory is correct on who's who.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. That's Darcy with New Hope missing the 8 there, but he's going to leave it semi-tough.
There is a lot of table between
This shot,
that cue ball
not
and 8
so
ball.
bad if you're in like game 3,
Yeah.
even game 2, you know.
Yeah.
But in game 1 or in the Hill game, this is a real tough shot because you're just
Magnified
not
by the
feeling it.
pressure.
Yeah, it's just not there yet. You're always nervous in game 1, right?
Yep.
Especially team event. Especially first round of B side should be noted.
Yeah.
These guys are first round of B side right now.
Fighting for life.
Yeah, the bracket is on Digital Pool. If you guys want to find it, it's under that Huntington's.
This
Hope-
is going
hope for a
to
cure.
lay up huge. Won't
Yeah.
be missing this one.
Darcy will not be missing this one. Darcy Russell from Lethbridge area.
Not even I can commentators curse that one.
No, you can't curse. I tried, and that one will never work.
Nope.
He said, I'll take it. All right, we got Benny Lou coming in with the SVB backwards hat. If anybody was watching that match, he looked unstoppable with that backwards hat for a minute.
Yeah, he started off really well.
And then
And then he came back and took the lead, and then Federer did Federer things.
they said something very profound near the end, and I kind of noticed it too, like coming from a player's perspective. You've been in that spot before, right?
Yeah.
And none of us break as good as Shane, but we've been in moments where we felt like we had control.
Yeah.
And Shane, maybe for the first time in a long time, got a bit shook. Like he had the backwards hat, and he was like free rolling. And then Federer put it on him, like ran like 10 or something.
Yeah, Federer was down 13-4 and 12-4. Came back, and I think
It was like 22-13 or something at one point.
Yeah. Well, he made it like 14-13. Shane came to the table. Not a very good approach to the table. Wasn't left a whole lot. Didn't make anything happen. And then Federer went on a 2-game run. Shane got back to the table.
Little safety, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
and-
just
and-
kept control for like
Yeah,
10 games in a row.
And then it was like 23-13.
And you could see the next couple times Shane got to the table, his game changed.
Yeah.
He was all of a sudden like tighter because he recognized that his break, his consistent break,
Gone.
wasn't consistent enough to outrun Federer's
Yep.
consistent
Firepower.
potting and firepower.
Yep.
And it might have been the first time I'd ever seen Shane look like that too,
I
other than
agree.
maybe playing Shaw a couple times. He
Yeah.
looked like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah,
But,
a few times in Moscone Cup when that happened.
but just so everybody knows, same thing happened the last couple of years. Federer kind of like had a lead going into day 3,
Yeah.
and Shane looked like a beast on day 3. I don't
Well,
know
and I
what
mean-
happened, but it was crazy on day 3.
No matter what day one, I mean, Shane got it handed to him.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, being who Shane is, he's going to come back tonight
Yeah, it's going to
and
be
do Shane things.
Yeah, well, and even if he just keeps it close, he can just be an
Yeah.
animal on day 3.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, you gotta hope at some point,
Speaking
either
of hope.
day two or day 3, that Federer gets a little bit inconsistent and you can take advantage, right?
Oh, I
and
don't
in
think
those
it's gonna happen
moments,
this year, but
yeah, in those moments, that's where Shane has to be Shane, right? If Shane doesn't do Shane things in those moments,
Well, he needs to break.
it could be
Yeah.
early curtains.
It's all about the break.
Yeah.
But he needs some hope now, too, like this team. A new hope. Bruce won the game over there for them, so it's 2-0 quick. I already marked it. So, yeah.
I didn't even see you do that.
And these tables are playing fantastic now. Quick shout-out to Tony Haynes with Lackno Billiards.
Based out of Lethbridge, if I'm right.
And he's a diamond dealer, so if you're looking at getting a table, give him a shout out.
Yeah, reclothing, all kinds of billiards
he
equipment.
Did 18 of these diamond tables with one helper in 3 days. It was the most unbelievable thing you see. And perfect. Every inch of these tables is perfect.
Yep.
Every corner fold, every side fold is perfect. He's going to come back this coming week, button them up before the Canadians. Make sure they're all rolling dead straight, which I haven't seen any roll, so that's always nice.
Yeah, they're looking good.
Benny Lou with the miss there, hey? He's talking to himself. He's not happy.
I mean, Benny suffers kind of from the same thing I do with that shake in his arm.
Shake, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm fairly certain the shake got him on that.
Yeah, he didn't always have that. When I grew up playing Benny, he didn't have that.
No, mine came as a slight tremor, and now it's not slight anymore.
His like that. Yeah, his came like subtle and then just more over time, right?
Yeah. Good to see Jerry Young. He's at the table now. Good to see him out playing. Speaking
of having like a shake or problems with your hand, this guy had to switch hands. He's like the Alberta John Mora. He switched hands when he had his accident. He was right-handed before playing pool.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, but he lost some fingers in his grip hand. So it's okay to bridge with that hand.
Yeah.
But he couldn't grip with that hand anymore. So he switched hands.
Interesting.
It's pretty unbelievable good for how
no doubt
playing with his wrong hand, hey?
I suppose when you get it put on you like that, I suppose you acclimate.
We can see he lost like some of his index finger, a little bit of piece of his thumb kind of thing. Yep. So it's hard for him. It'd be hard to grip the cue proper to deliver like a power shot. Yeah. Just learn to play the other way. Yeah, if you have it like you have no choice, then sometimes that's the best way to learn, right?
That's it.
Mora played pretty sporty lefty in that one pocket match. Hey, we'll see what he does when he comes for Canadians. We're all interested to see what hand he's going to play with now. Yeah.
Well, I had heard he's going to switch back to his right hand.
I like what Jerry did here with the 2-rail.
Yeah,
he can kind of like soft draw that one to try to pinch it and hold it between the 8-5. But the back and forth and line straight here is good. He can play the 5 in the corner where he's kind of standing. It's low left. I think that's what he does.
So do you just kind of light play through the 1, or do you actually pop it in and just play over?
I think I just like the soft here because the pop it might be, oh, he's coming around. Look out.
Yeah,
traffic.
I don't know if I like it.
See, I like keeping it simple, like rolling it with a touch of inside and then just playing the 5 in the long corner. Yeah. But he saw something better. If he goes full into
I think he got a little fortunate there.
If he goes full into that ball, then he's looking real good, right?
But he's definitely on it.
But
he got down real quick,
he's
but he got rather fortunate running into that 14 ball that it didn't stay in the game.
Yeah, or push him a little further up table where it was a tougher shot.
That's pun luck, right?
Pun luck on the board. And it looks like they might get on the board over there too. Pretty good looking table on the other one. Further away, they're playing on both these tables. 3-man team, race to 11, this one. There is a small handicap in this tournament, but I think it's something like for every 80 points. I'm not 100% sure.
I didn't even know about the handicap. But I guess it should say on the poster, I would assume, but the poster's rather small. Yeah.
Oh, you
can't read none of that.
You can zoom it in and then just move it around kind of thing.
50. Oh, okay, there you go. 50 to 99 points is one game.
So
100 to 149 is 2 games. I see it.
This year's poster. This should be a 1-game spot.
Yep.
This match. Go back to the bracket again on the. Yeah. Oh, no, you had it open there. Yeah, that one. 53. That's between 50 and 90. You know,
Last I checked, the math checks out.
last I checked, that math is good. That math is
The
mathing.
math is mathing.
So I think Pun Luck goes to 10, and New Hope goes to 11. But I'd be willing to bet if they get to 10 and think they won, Benny Lou's not going to be happy because I already asked him, and he asked them, and they
said
both
no.
agreed 11. So
Yeah, maybe they're just playing the straight race.
Maybe
who
they
knows?
just want to go to 11. Yeah.
Yeah,
We came to play.
that's right. Get your money's worth. They do have a 50-50 draw going on as well. Hey, James, how you doing? Tuning in. Lincoln City, Oregon in the house. Appreciate you tuning in. So I'll see, actually. Can I post the link for the 50-50 in the chat?
Probably. Just so everybody knows, though, it's only for purchase in Alberta.
Yes.
The license is only for Alberta for that one.
Yeah.
So if you want to donate to Huntington's, there's other ways. You can message me. I can give you a direction on that. But as far as a 50-50, the raffle box one that Grant just posted there, got to be in Alberta for that one.
Yeah. Pretty decent pot so far. She's up at 1,800.
Oh, and it juiced overnight. It was 1,000 starting last night. So that's a good sign that this tournament's a good success already, you know.
It's true.
And it's a lot about, like, not just raising money, but just having eyes on it. Like, if you guys get a chance, just kind of Google what Huntington's is, and, you know.
Jerry Young.
Yeah, he's coming to play. Pun Luck. They picked up a good one there. They picked up a winner.
He just took that team and put it up on his shoulders and say, hey, don't worry about it. I got it.
I played with Jerry last season to get VNEA weeks in Airdrie, and we went 2-0 in playoffs. They had the toughest handicap. We had to race to 14, and they had to race to 7 in the first match, and they beat us 7-13.
Ugh.
I won 7 games, so I was joking with them. It's Hill, me and you guys. We're at 7-7.
That's hilarious.
Okay, Darcy on that far table. He's got a straight but a long one. Should be able to make it.
Indeed. And he did indeed. To the heart of the pocket. And I believe that's a New Hope. Whoops. Almost gave the wrong team the point for the win. So for those just tuning in, this is at the Leather Pocket, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is the 4th annual Hope for a Cure fundraiser here for Huntington's disease. And if my memory is correct, obviously I think it's a personal subject that for Georgios, I think his mom is affected by Huntington's.
Yeah, she passed away from Huntington's, So he's going to run the event for those who want to get involved next year. This 3-man team is super fun. The event's going to be the weekend of January 24th.
Oh, early.
Next year. Yeah, so, and it
2025.
lines up with the weekend his mom passed away too, I think.
Oh, I gotcha.
But he wanted to run it during pool season, and it's an easier time of year to get more sponsors.
Yeah.
Because it's the 5th annual, he wants to have 10,000 added.
Wow.
And he's pretty good at getting, people together and everyone involved, and I wouldn't put it by him. Oh, I would say there's 3 stages of Ben Lou's pool game, but he started at stage 2 today.
Look at
I said
this
hat
table.
forward, hat backwards, hat on the floor. And he just did backwards, then on the floor.
Yep.
So
now
he skipped
hats
stage
off.
1. Now hat
Look
is
at
off.
that break. Ugh.
Yeah, that's not fun. That's why his hat was on the floor.
Yeah.
Break over there is not a million times better, to be
No.
honest.
But I mean, there's something to shoot at over on that table. This table is not good.
These always look deceiving. Like, Benny's a grinder, but he's not here to, it's first round on B-side. He's not here to try to take all day with this rack. You'll probably find a shot and move these all out pretty quick.
Well, you can play the 5-ball, but I mean, what are you hoping for, right? Shape on the 3, then what?
Just moving stuff around. Yeah. Sometimes you're just
Right?
moving them around, right?
That's
That's
it.
all he's doing
He's
there.
got shape on the 3, and that's it.
He's got the 6, maybe the
I
7.
don't know. I don't think that 6 goes past
Maybe
the
the
9.
7.
I think the 13's cutting off
What's
the
he
7.
reaching for here?
Looking
What
for
does
the
he
rest.
need the rest for?
Maybe the 6 does go.
Oh, the rest. It's leaning against the.
The
thing
rest
over
was
there.
resting.
Yeah, it was resting, yeah.
Oh, maybe play 1 into the 9.
Yeah, he's just playing safe.
Pocket
behind
it.
the 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to leave him like a piece of a ball here, or a lot of a ball here. Does this combo go, maybe?
10,
10,
13.
13?
Yeah. Maybe even 14, 11.
Yeah, by the 8. Yeah, there's potential for stuff to happen. Darcy got them in the open there. That didn't take long on that other table for it to open up.
Yep.
And it's going to be fast and furious today. It's going to, like, one match after another. If you guys look at the bracket, there were 15 teams started, so this is the round of 15.
You just jinxed us, Ben.
It's going to
You
go
better
quick.
knock on wood that
It's
they
go-
start one after the other.
It will. It's going to go quick today. So there's going to be lots of pool to watch, you guys. Make sure you're tuned in all day and night.
Well, made a ball, not the intended target.
Yeah. See how this kind of opened up? Like, it didn't take much. It was like 2 shots each, and all of a sudden the balls are not looking so bad now.
Well, 2-6-1, not ideal.
If he could shoot the 7 now and break the 2, he can't, though, right?
No,
So
I don't think it goes past.
So he doesn't want to make any balls until he can break the 2.
Oh, he's going jail.
Yeah, so he's going behind the 8. And this is smart. This is what you want to do in 8-ball. You don't want to make your balls until you have a winner.
Question is now with that 3-ball off the rail, does it even pass the 8?
I think he held it enough. And with the new cloth,
Yeah, it is slick.
yeah, you
Yeah.
just shoot into the side rail, it'll slop in there. On the old cloth,
Yeah, no
nope.
chance.
Nope. Okay, we got Jerry coming to that other table. Darcy didn't finish it off. Or did he get some kind of safe by the 9?
I
It's
think
a little tricky over there.
Yeah. That 1-2, not looking so good. Not looking so fun.
Kicking
Or
here.
is he
Don't
high ball?
kick in
on that
here?
other
Don't. Yeah, they're both high ball. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say don't move the 2. He didn't, but don't give him ball in hand either. Because now he can move the 2. Shoot the 6, break the 2, run it out, Benny Lou. That wasn't supposed to rhyme, but it did. Benny Lou rhymes with 2. What can I say?
He is. You're a poet and you didn't know it.
Yeah, exactly. I played with Benny lots over the years, of course. Got the same name. How could we not be on the same team a whole bunch?
It's true.
One time we played Scotch Doubles League together, and the team name was Ben Who.
I think I've played once on a team with Ben. Lou.
We always had a good time. We played Vegas together once.
The best run that I had in Vegas was a 9th place finish. And that was out of, at that point there was so
800
many
teams, yeah.
It was ridiculous.
There were 350 in the Open this year at VNA. It was sick. That's a lot.
That was with myself and John Clark and TJ Kriba and Greg Dunauer. I
That'd
think
be
so.
handy.
Yeah, must.
Oh, yeah, it does. Because that's where he played it.
Yeah, must.
Oh, connection issue a little bit. No, came back around. I
just
just had to
teasing
talk
us.
about it.
Just had to put an eye on it.
Yeah.
Let it know
Just
we're
had
watching
to-
you.
I'm watching you, yeah.
Tricky little shot here, though. He's going to rub that 14.
Oh, Jerry hooked himself on the 8. Oh, he just, what happened? I didn't see there. I thought,
Might have played safe.
oh, he just missed the 8. Never mind. Never mind. I just looked over and saw the cue ball move, and I thought he hooked himself on the 8. No, he rattled the 8, but this is tough for Darcy there.
Yeah,
6-1.
this is no walk in the park.
The 2-1 tied up, yeah. Yeah, stripes don't look so bad over here now.
Yeah.
Then he missed that 2
Look
ball.
pretty decent now. I actually think they sit better than the low ball, just given where the 8 is. The 8-3. I think that's a bit of an issue.
Yeah, assuming the 3 is a little tight.
Yeah.
Oh, look, where did he land here? Combo? You hate to
11
play a
into
combo
that,
when you don't need to.
Yeah. Is he on the 15?
No,
Can you
I
see
don't
a piece?
think so. Not enough to make it. He wanted to. He looked just because he was like hoping.
Yeah, he's sitting right on the 50-yard line of taking the 11 to the left-hand corner. Or do you play the combo?
I would rather play the 11 to the corner if it's playable. Sometimes you look at it and it's like, no, I'm going to hit it thick. It's going to skid. No way I'm making it. Other times you look at it and you think, oh, yeah, I make that all day. Because the combo, you can lose the 11.
Mm-hmm.
It ends up on the rail by the 2. He was worried about the 11, you know.
Well, I guess we're going to see if that 3 actually goes.
I think it does. We'll see. Benny would look at it right away if it didn't.
We'll see if Ben starts with the 7 here, or does he just go straight to the 2? All right, I kind of like taking the 7 with a little bit of draw, then 2, 4, 3, 8.
Darcy tried to play some weird bank there. It didn't work out. Jerry
Wide
gonna get
open.
another win.
Yeah.
He's
A
got all
one-man
3.
wrecking crew.
Yeah, he's got all 3 of them so far. And that's the way this 3-man team goes when you're visitor. One guy kind of ends up playing like 6 games right away, you know?
Yeah.
And then just sitting there. And then it's up to the other guys to do something, right?
Yeah. So didn't play that terribly. I don't know whether the 4 goes.
Yeah, I think the 4 goes. 4's got lots of room. Now he's looking at the 3.
Shook his head.
Yeah.
Doesn't like the 3.
It's a bit tight, right?
Yeah.
What are you going to do, though? You got nothing else.
Yeah. You kind of have to try to slop it.
You're
If
gonna,
it doesn't go, you hope it sniffs in
like
the pocket.
you're going to draw into it. You know what I mean? From
Yeah.
a 7?
No.
No way, right? You just try to slop it. You get as close as you can.
Yeah, he's wrong angle here.
No, this is okay. I think you can go 2 rails.
Can you go 2 and out?
Because then the way he's slopping it is nice. It's hard to, like, overcut it.
True.
From that angle, like middle table angle. So it's easier to play it with like a soft speed and ride it in off the side rail. I think he's okay here. Oh, he's jacking up though. I don't like that. Just middle ball left. Lots of left, but middle ball left. Oh, he hammered it. He's going into it. He's going into some stuff.
Oh, he's
Didn't
gonna
get the
bank it.
slide.
He's got to bank it. That is a thin pocket.
It goes.
It
But
does.
it's very,
It's a
very
thin one.
tight. Might 2-rail it. Might play safe before I do that.
Yeah.
He frees up on the 8.
Yeah, nice little draw off the 3.
The problem is, do you get the 3 anywhere productive, like where if he kicks at the 11 or something, you're going to have a shot? Like you have to think what he's going to do,
would
right?
just come out here, right?
Maybe not
Nice
even
little
move
touch
that
draw.
much, right? It might not even move that much. You might just touch it. But that's okay. You might take that over this half a pocket bank, right?
Play the in off.
Oh, he knew he could get the in off too. He played it like that. He played it like the in off.
Yeah.
Because he knew the half pocket was low percentage, so he played it wider to go in off the ball. That was smart. Because he put all the pressure on this guy now
of course.
to do something here, right? And they're waiting on the other table because they're waiting for an opponent. It's one of these guys. Oh, that was a good shot. He did well there. Yeah, nice shot there. Pun luck looking like they're going to take the lead. Benny not going to be happy about that. Can't blame him. This 8-ball for 4-3. Pun luck. Can happen quick.
Yeah.
If you got some luck. Okay, so then they're going to play 2 games at once because I'm sure he's racking over there. Or Benny's racking over there. Somebody's racking over there.
The racker is racking over
Yeah,
there.
that's important that the racker does rack.
Yes, and then he'll turn around and become the breaker.
Ooh, very good.
I believe it's George over there.
Bruce and
Or sorry, Bruce, not
somebody.
George. Yeah.
He's looking. He says, who am I playing? Bruce and somebody. Benny and somebody. Knew it had to be Benny. That's why they were sitting around waiting for that game to finish.
Bruce makes the cue ball a little bit dizzy.
He likes
But he
to
made a ball.
just rip it, right?
Yep.
There's one guy. He likes to go for it.
Not sure what he has for an opening shot, though. Maybe the 1-9 combo, 9 into the side.
Well, this team, pun luck, they way changed. They had Warren Sampson and Tyson Saskatchewan with Ryan Lightning before. And now it's like Ira and Jerry Young with Ryan. Good, he still made a team, made it work.
Yeah. That's a good cause, Huntington's disease.
On the payout's good. 1,500 first place. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. That is for sure. I mean, they did start last night. They'll, with any luck, be finished up today.
It'll finish today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll finish. It might be a little bit late, but so that's not a bad payout if you make
For
$500
day and
for
a quarter.
Day and a half. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Bruce looking good over there. If he gets on this ball, which he did.
A little close to the work.
Because a 13 is like the only tough ball, and it might just split the window over there, no problem.
Benny Lou.
Yeah, let's see what he's got for the break here. He's got the Knicks breaker. He likes to rip it too.
Showing us that freshly shaved dome of his.
Oh, yeah, it's clean.
Makes a ball.
It's
Look
Mr.
at
Clean.
this.
Oh, that's a good break. Ball straight in the side, too. That's what you want to see.
Yeah. High ball out.
Bruce missed, though. Bruce missed over there. He was supposed to get out, I think.
Yeah, 13 might have been the only trouble ball on the table for Bruce.
Might have been the one that stopped him, but I thought it went by that 7. Maybe not.
It very well could. From here, hard to tell. Meanwhile, back at the ranch on the closer table, this is like a shooting gallery.
Yeah, these all lay pretty good, right?
Yeah, there's really nowhere you could mess this up.
No,
really.
you watch, he's going to land between the balls every time, right? So he can shoot any one of them.
Options.
Mm-hmm. It's a smart way to play this 8-ball game.
Well, and Benny Lou is one of the staples here in the Calgary pool scene. Been around for a long time.
Yeah, he's been playing for a long time in Calgary. Good snooker player, too, in his day.
I'm debating, Ben. I think I told you when you were over for dinner. Debating, do I play again? Do I dust him off, come back for league?
Yeah, well, there's a Tuesday 3000. It's not hard to find a team that you fit on for that. Although your Fargo's so low nowadays. No, I'm just kidding.
It is low.
But you do fit better on the Tuesday 3000 than the 2800s. Sometimes tricky. A lot of the teams are kind of already formed, you know.
Yeah. I want to go where it's competitive.
Yeah, the 3000s, obviously. Slightly more. Oh, that was
interesting.
Good
Why?
and bad.
Why,
it didn't really work out. Does the 13 pass the 12? You could see it better.
Yeah.
Then I'm surprised he didn't just stun over for that. Like the
Yeah,
angle that he had here was kind of just stun over a little for the 13. Maybe he just didn't recognize that it
Yeah,
passed.
I think he got a little tunnel visioned, which happens.
I thought he might shoot the 13 as the opener.
Yep.
he was right over there for the opening shot. But it does go in the side so easy, you know. Now he's got to make a real tough one here. This is real thin. And the cue balls.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, cue ball goes back and forth and back.
Oh, he hit it so sweet. How
Yeah, he
good
did.
is
Look at
that
that.
touch? Oh, that was nice.
Stun.
With the soft touch, like the rolling siding he hit that with. That was
Wow, and
nice.
those, with the shake that he's got, and I know it because I got the same one, those little touch rolls are so difficult.
Oh, he made it look super easy.
Yeah, he sure did. Rolled a little far on this 13.
He's good. He can use those solids, flick off again maybe, if he wants to.
I think he's maybe got to go up 2 rails. He's got quite a bit of angle there.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is pump into that 4 ball and
Yeah.
get
End up
stuck.
behind the 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Whatever you do,
Yeah.
Benny Lou.
Avoid that side. Sorry.
That's all right.
That came out of nowhere.
More coffee.
More coffee. Coffee's good.
Might need a coffee today too. It's gonna be a long day.
It is.
But it's only one day.
That's
One
right.
long day. When I was at VNEA this year watching that guy stream a little, I thought, I don't miss this.
See,
The long day,
yeah,
never-ending
exactly,
days of
right?
Vegas. Like, I
Yeah.
miss streaming,
Yeah.
but not for 14 hours for 10 days straight.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm surprised he punched that like that. I thought,
I
like,
think he
just
tried to go into the pack and
the 4,
and-
but the outside of the 4, you know what I mean? So that
Yeah.
he stayed by the 7 kind of thing, or
Yeah.
towards the 7.
But I think you're better off just
Juice-
avoid that whole
juice it
mess
around,
altogether. Go 2
yeah.
rails, right? Even if you pump into the 2.
I wasn't sure. He knows best what angle he had, but I thought he could just like roll it, maybe hold and take a thin cut too. After the way he cut 2 balls before that, right?
Yeah.
The thin cut on the 8 would be no problem. You don't even need to play shape. That's a big missed opportunity there.
Well, at least he's ended it off well. I mean, the 5 doesn't go. You've got to
Yeah.
break that out, but
But he's playing a good player, a smart player, you know. And they're going to lose that game over there by the looks of it. So it's going to be 5, could be 6-3 right away, you know, and it's a pretty short race. It's only race to 11. Happens quick.
well, and then if Pun Luck does take their 1 game spot, could be over quicker.
Suddenly it's a lot tougher, right? I don't think they will. I think they
No,
want
I
to play this
think you're
one
right.
straight up anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pun Luck with the win over there. Let's see this one, right? Got it.
Yeah, kind of got a little funny.
He got the 1 out.
He
He's
did.
looking to see if he can get on the 5 right away, but I don't think he can.
No, not with that angle
So
on
I
the
think he needs to be
1.
patient.
Yeah,
But
I
sometimes
agree.
you just get like, okay, so I broke the 1. Now I need to break the 5, so I'll just break the 5, and then I'm
Yeah.
out.
But I don't like this. You're sacrificing the 3
This
ball,
is what I mean, yeah. You don't
right? And
need
you're
to.
hampered, right? 6 is gonna
Just shoot,
make it a little
just shoot
more
the
difficult.
1, come around, get
That's
shape
it.
on the 3,
Yeah.
and then do something from there,
Yeah.
you know?
And even at that, you still have options. You got the 6 option. You got
Because a 5 doesn't go.
no.
From right there, it would be perfect. It doesn't go.
Nope.
Not without hitting the 8 first.
So at the end of the day, he could play safe right here if he really wanted to,
Yeah, there are 1,000 safeties. And
right? And I'd move the 5. I'm going to chip the 5 out, go off that left rail, and leave the cue ball up behind the traffic.
sometimes nice to leave the 5 because you block the kicks. Like
Yep.
if it was to come with a miracle kick, you at least have that blocked.
It's true.
You know? And if you get ball in hand, like, yeah, he's playing safe there.
Yeah.
He wasn't. It looked like he was trying to make that ball. I don't think he was.
I don't think
No,
so.
I think
It was a half-hearted effort on the make.
Oh, I think
Full effort on the.
I don't even think he was trying to make. I think he's trying to ship the 6 around off 2 rails down here, you know, to have an extra ball. Yeah, Benny's got to come with a miracle here.
I don't even see a miracle. You
Yeah,
can't
that's
go
what
rail
I mean,
first.
right? What is the miracle? Yeah,
Maybe
jump, kick, pray.
he's gonna try to spin this
2
in. The
rail.
problem is it I mean, you're bringing in the scratch to the top left.
Well, and I don't even know if it opens up enough off the first rail, like because it's going to slide. So it's not going to open up, right? Oh, it did.
Just like that.
He got behind it pretty good, though. But,
He
yeah,
did.
good call. That it is going to scratch like 99 times out of 100, even if you hit it perfect like he did.
Yep.
I'm surprised he got right behind it like that even. That was pretty good.
It was, I mean, great shot, but situationally aware, right? If I do that, where's my cue ball going?
Yeah, I don't think he had anything else. Like
I wouldn't have played it that hard.
Roll the 1 onto the 5-8 maybe, to concede the foul.
Yeah.
I hate that, though, against a good player. They'll just
they're going to punish
never
you.
let you see the light of day. But that's maybe better than just because he
better than selling out like that.
Conceded the game with that shot. It never worked, right?
No.
So it was more like, okay, you win. That was that shot.
Yeah, I mean, you may as well shake his hand.
Yeah, so maybe the roll the ball onto the pack was better because you're not really conceding it yet. You're telling him
you got to work.
You got to play 2 more good safeties. Like, no, 1 more is not even going to work because I'm going to roll onto the pack again, right?
Of course.
And I'm going to shoot your open ball in and give you ball in hand,
That's
right?
it.
So don't mess around. I'm going to,
I'm going to grind it out, right? See what happens.
Make them work. Yeah.
Right? That's how I think,
I don't do that enough.
Guys like you came back from fucking
from something.
From 9-2.
I've done some big comebacks, but it is with the grind a little bit too, right? Just give it the be sure. Yeah. But I hate that. I never play that shot enough to concede the foul. Did he overrun this one a bit?
Sorry for my language, y'all.
You're okay. It's a family-friendly show.
Freudian slip.
But you're a pool player. They've been in a pool hall before.
Oh,
It's okay.
That's the first one I've let slip for years.
Steph has the epic one when Steven broke one, so I'll never let it down. Holy. Yeah, you know the next word. Steven has that kind of break.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like Darcy ran out over there. New Hope. Has a new hope.
And just to be...
And he's breaking again. That's nice timing. Although the hope is drained instantly.
Yeah. A 4th and back.
4th and back, indeed.
So this is what it's all about, right, is what is Huntington's disease for those that don't know? Rare inherited disease. Causes a progressive breakdown of the nerve cells in the brain. So if you didn't know, now you know. It's a pretty serious disease.
Yeah, it really
it's devastating, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a life sentence, really. It's like not. There's no cure, but there's lots of research being done.
Hence why it's so close to the heart of Georgios, right? Took his mom, and he is quite the ambassador for Huntington's disease.
Got 2 little ones at home, right? Yeah. So he knows it's a very genetic thing, which I know all about genetic stuff too.
Sure
you know, and that stuff is you want to just make sure the kids are okay, right?
That's it.
And they got a chance, right? Like Georgios knows, hey, maybe they won't figure it out by the time I'm my mom's age, but maybe by the time my kids are my mom's age, then they'll have it figured out, right? There'll be some kind of cure or something to help, right?
Yeah.
And I really think they will with like the way they're going with genetics right now.
Well, I think to be fair, I think with AI coming up, and as soon as it achieves AGI, maybe it'll.
It's more or less like perfect humans, like that are born without these kind of problems, right? Yeah, I think they're not far off of that kind of stuff, right? It sounds pretty futuristic, but it's not that far, right? Like there were 3 people that walked, right? Yeah. That had, it wasn't Neuralink, it was something else that was like that, a chip in their brain that fired signals at parts of their brain that controlled their spine, and they walked again.
Wow.
How incredible is that, right? That's
unreal.
Futuristic stuff like that we would have never imagined would happen 20
100%.
years ago. If you told me 20 years ago, I'd be like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Tell me 40 years ago, no way.
Not a chance. Not a chance. But I think, AI's got a lot of good, powerful things that I think it'll come out with. You got to be careful, right? I'm not saying.
But especially in medicine, I think is going to be like super helpful.
Well, you got medicine, you got law, you got right, all of those brainiac type of fields, right?
Where humans can flaw, right?
Yeah.
There's a human flaw there where, there won't be as much.
Yeah.
But it's good. More eyes we get on, like, the fundraiser like this one. And they did a run and walk last weekend, a 5K. Me and Martin Kelly went with the families. And Georgios is there with his wife and his kids. And there were a ton of people. There's like 200 people running and walking. It's really nice.
Yep.
They raise a whole ton of money. But just getting eyes on it's important too.
No, I agree. And you won't find a better ambassador for Huntington's, in my opinion, than Georgios.
Well, he's like
super passionate
the
about it.
president of the Alberta chapter.
Yeah.
And he does an incredible job. Like, he gives a couple little speeches at the run and walk, and he does a great job.
And I'll tell you, I haven't seen Georgios in a long time. We've spoken quite often.
Just a little guy
I
now.
haven't seen him for a long time, and I'll tell you what, good on him.
Yeah, he lost a ton of weight.
He's half of what he used to.
Yeah, he is about half. You're right. And that's not exaggerating.
It is no exaggeration.
He's about
He
half.
looks amazing.
Yeah, he looks good. He didn't run this year, but, like, he walked no problem, right? Where, like, 3 years ago when I first did that with him, this is year 3 that I did it, like, he wasn't walking so good, right? Wasn't so easy to walk 5K.
Well, he said he almost had a heart attack or a stroke, or I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, snapped him out of it a little bit.
Yeah, kind of woke him up a little bit. Speaking of the devil, right? Man. we were just talking about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Not bad.
I'll give him the mic for a minute.
Oh, we were running you dog ragged.
We play the winner of these two.
Mic switch. Georgios coming in. So yeah, we were just talking about you. I was complimenting you, saying that you're very passionate about Huntington's disease. Obviously, you've got personal ties to that, personal connections. But I was saying that you probably won't find a better ambassador for Huntington's than yourself.
Thank you for that. I mean, there's a lot of great causes out there, and have a lot of friends and family that, there's different causes that are important to people, and so I think they're all equal. They all carry value to the people in those situations.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with our family, Huntington's, which is nasty. It's 4 diseases into one, so one alone is nasty, let alone 4.
Yeah, you get to deal with it all.
Yeah, you get to deal with it all.
The quad scoop.
Yeah. They say it's a 50-50 chance, but in our family we've had 9 out of 10 relatives have it, and
Lord,
all pass away, including most recently my mom. Right, when I started all this up 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But since then it was kind of, I was young. When I was young, I didn't realize Huntington's has always been viewed as like a dirty secret. Like
right.
People didn't understand. Sometimes you appear as if you're drunk or confrontational. There's different types of things, right? And so is that and
I know you're you're not a doctor, but I'm sure you've been asked the question. I know you've done a ton of research on it. Is that because of the degradation of the brain?
Yeah, so Huntington is actually a protein. We all have it. We're all born with it. The difference between people that have Huntington's and not is in your DNA is how many repeats of that you have. It's called CAG. But essentially what it is, just to simplify it for everybody, is it's a protein that's in your brain. And then depending on how many repeats of this that you have, the more repeats you have, the more proteins produce. And then that protein eats away at your brain, degrades it to your point.
Got you.
And then that's when you start to get the symptoms of whether it's dementia or Alzheimer's or or ALS or Parkinson's, or it starts to eat away at your brain, right? And so that's why they say it's kind of 4 stages, right? It comes in 4 stages, and typically from when you get diagnosed to when people pass, it's about 10 to 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So and
there's no cure.
There's no.
And so, to your point that, there's a lot of great causes out there for sure. However, I think with Huntington's, it is because it was kind of the dirty little secret for as long as what it was. There's really not a lot of awareness about it. And this is why I applaud you for doing what you do, right? In not only with the tournament, but, Ben was talking about the walk or the run or combination of, and I guess you gave a couple of speeches over there. And I gotta compliment you, man, because you know you're a man on a mission.
Man on
And-
a mission.
yeah.
You know, I don't know. I want to say as we get older, maybe I don't know if we get wiser in our years or you figure out what your values are. But definitely having 2 kids, you know, I think about the future. I mean, knock on wood. If I don't have it, then there's no chance that my kids have it. But you know, in the event
So
that
have you been tested?
I
I know that's personal, but
no.
right?
So candidly speaking, you know, one of the reasons I don't get tested is if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. For
Yeah.
one. And it's a personal preference for everybody, right?
Right.
The other thing is, you know, when my mom got tested, all my siblings are a lot older than me, so they all had life insurance and all these things.
Right.
And, so because they were older, they were over 18, they were able to get life insurance. Whereas when my mom got diagnosed, I was under 18.
Right.
So I don't have life insurance. I don't have anything because either I'm paying $1,200 a month for life insurance or I'm not getting any, right? And so if you have that kind of money, you might as well put it in investments and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
exactly right.
So I basically said, well, they can't prove it out 2 generations. They can't decline you. So if I'm not diagnosed, then I'm not doing the same thing to my kids so that in the future they can't, you know, get insurance or for their
Right.
family. So I don't want to take that away from them.
I got you.
So now I'm just kind of living my day.
We'll call that, and this is going to sound wrong. It's personal sacrifice that may or may not come to fruition.
Yeah.
But the benefits that you get to realize by not having that designation, that's the key.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I got you.
So that's why.
And I would do
yeah.
100% the same.
Yeah, so that's why everything I do is like I think about not just my generation but future generations. The cool thing is they've had recent breakthroughs where they know that the problem is this huntingtin, it's the protein. And so actually in rat studies, mice studies, they've actually been able to like reverse it and stop it.
Oh, wow.
So we're getting close. So now they know if they can actually stop the production of the protein, you actually can live a normal life. So
wow.
they're when this all started, there was 2 pharmaceuticals. There's now over 375 pharmaceuticals that are honing in on this because whoever gets this right is going to be
big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
big money.
So there's more awareness than ever. Like you're starting to see it on TV shows. They had it on like Greg's Anatomy. They had it on the Chicago Meds recently. Like it's being spoken about. And it's starting to get out more and more.
It gives me goosebumps.
Yeah, it's honestly, I get emotional thinking about it. But like,
of course, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
So the ailments within my family is on the cancer side, right? So that's what my mom passed away with. My dad is undergoing right now his treatments, and so I completely understand the passion side of wanting to raise awareness.
Yeah.
Now, cancer has been obviously in the mainstream, and it's been, got cancer research till the cows come home.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, that can't be said for Huntington's up until recently. So it takes a lot of heavy lifting to kind of get that off the ground, get it talked about, get it into those TV shows so that there is some talking going on and some research and some donations and stuff like that. So
every little bit helps,
yeah,
right?
Of course. So believe me, man, I applaud your efforts.
Yeah,
for sure. And I don't see you slowing down anytime soon.
Oh no,
I kind of feel the opposite. I think it's pedal to the metal.
Pedal to the metal. You know, one thing that we're proud. So I know Ben and you guys were talking about the walk last week, but we have an organizing committee. So the walk's been going on for 17 years.
Wow.
This year was year 17, and in 17 years they've raised just shy of $1 million.
Wow.
So there's 26 chapters across Canada, and the Alberta chapter is one of the biggest. Although it's the smallest chapter, one of the smallest chapters is one of the mightiest as far as creating awareness and funds. So, and which is actually causing a lot of the other chapters, a lot of national to up the game. So you're starting to see like comedy fests across Canada and, golf tournaments. And so like I said, it's little by little, everybody,
So can I make a prediction? Or it's kind of half prediction and perhaps half truth. The difference maker, my opinion, for Alberta is you. No question.
I wouldn't necessarily say. You know what? We have an amazing community. I just happen to fall into the community. I didn't know.
I think you're selling yourself short. I really do, and I know you don't like to take a lot of credit, but in Alberta, and I happen to know a little bit about this. I won't say that I know everything, but I know a little bit because I've heard things. That when there is a contest going on for each individual chapter and you've got to raise the most money in this, that, and the other, Georgios's name comes up quite a bit. Right? So don't sell yourself short. I think your efforts are they're heroic. If I have to give a single word to summarize it, they're heroic.
Thank you. You know, the real heroes are the people that are dealing with the disease and those that are supporting them. So any little bit I can do, knock on wood, you know, hopefully I never have it, but whether I have it or not, I'm going to continue this because it's just if they can make that breakthrough, it'll be huge.
Of course.
You know, they say 1 in 7,000 people in Canada have it. 1 in 10,000 in the States have it. You know, it's all over the world. And
yeah.
So
well, and I wonder if that 1 in 7, 1 in 10 is skewed somewhat due to population.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you were to look at it by a percentage, I think those percentages would actually
pretty
be
similar.
fairly close.
Yeah, 100%. Right? You know, there's a conference that they're doing this year. They do it every 2 years, but it's in Ontario, and it's the Huntington's conference. There's doctors. There's pharmaceuticals that are all going this to educate and help people. They're actually trying to build what's called centers of excellence because Huntington's is so unique because it has the 4 different diseases that it's not like a mainstream disease where it's like everybody gets trained on it. So what they're trying to do is find facilities across Canada and basically have it so that people that do have Huntington's, you have specific nurses and doctors that are specialized in that.
That are educated.
I
gotcha.
It, you know, because, you know, I think everybody tries to do their best and they know a little bit about it, but I did learn through my mom's passing that there was gaps in our healthcare,
right,
and understanding and like patience, right? Whereas when you kind of have a little bit of that specialty, you have a little bit more compassion, more understanding, and no knock to anybody. This is just,
for sure.
This is
that's
why
reality,
that education piece
right?
needs to happen, right?
That's reality.
Yeah. But you know, and there's actually a campaign being done to like work with you know, police and different you know, ambulance, what's that field called? But essentially to educate, because, you know, even recently, like, it's funny, not funny, I should say. My grandfather, I remember hearing this.
Emergency services?
Emergency services, yes. My grandfather, when he was, he had Huntington's, and he got pulled over when he was like 48. And cops took him right into the jail. They didn't even want to listen to him. He's like, no, I have Huntington's disease. They're like, no, you're drunk. He's like, no, I have Huntington's disease.
And they didn't believe it.
Didn't believe him. Brought him in. They had to like bring it. And back then they didn't have the breathalyzer. It was all blood tests and stuff. And then somebody had to come from the family to be like, no, he's actually like sick. He's not lying. But it's like that was, you know, 50 years ago. But then I've heard the same stories with like cousins in the new day. The new day.
So it's an interesting issue.
Yeah.
Right. It's an interesting. I'm going to call it a challenge, right? That I think needs a little bit more education, a little bit more notice going on within the police department.
Yeah.
That things might not be this what you anticipate them to be at first blush.
Yeah.
Right. And that story is, I feel it as unique, right? That's kind of an odd thing to happen, but I'm sure that it's more than just a happenstance.
Yeah.
Right? So I think you're right. I think some education needs to happen, and that's in. You said emergency services is now kind of tackling that.
So there's the national team, Huntington Society of Canada out of Ontario, is working on like a rollout and a program to do these types of educations to get it out there more. Because again, somebody sees something, it's their perception. They don't know. You only know what you know, right?
Yeah,
so I don't blame anybody in this, and that's why it requires such a heavy lift to create this awareness.
Okay, so I want to clarify it. I'm sorry we're kind of going on a little bit about this, but I think it's important because I have a curiosity about it. More so on the educational side, where, for example, it was your grandfather
Yeah.
that got pulled over,
Yeah.
who I'm guessing, if you were to look at him, looked as if he was drunk because of slurred speech and so on and so forth. But it doesn't affect your actual driving capacity or abilities or anything else,
No.
I assume.
At that time, no. So there is a period where, as your disease progresses,
Right.
yes. Like, so my mom stopped driving like 5 years before she passed, right? She started to like realize, okay, she went in, and then we were working with her neurologist to constantly do tests, right? So they
Right.
do cognitive tests, motor skill tests, because you never want to be in a position where you're putting others at harm.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
So okay, so
yeah.
in that aspect, it's and the only thing I can somewhat compare it to is epilepsy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because my sister suffered from that, and once you're diagnosed, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot drive, because if you're driving and you have an episode,
Yeah.
you put everybody in danger. Right. Not just
Exactly.
yourself. Difference being that is sudden, where Huntington's is
An
progressional.
onset, yeah, progressional, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really interesting. So, I mean, again, right, I got to give you all the credit in the world, because obviously you're passionate about it. Obviously, it's something you've dealt with personally.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm telling you, I just applaud you for it.
What I will say to the listeners, if there's listeners are on there, I can't see the views today.
Yeah,
but
there's not a lot. We're only on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're not on Facebook.
the people that will play it back, but maybe a call to action is just the awareness, and if you tell one friend, that one friend tells. What I will say though is, when you said about putting the foot down on the pedal, I'm on a mission next year. Next year is our 5th annual.
Yeah.
We've already secured the dates: January 23rd, 24th, 25th. It so actually coincides. On the 24th is when my mom passed away.
Okay, so here's my commitment. I'm gonna come and I'm gonna play. You got one team in already.
There we go. We got
Right.
all in.
Yeah. And there may be some other things that I'll look at committing to. Really depends on a few situations.
Yeah, for
right?
sure. Hey, we get it. Life comes up. This was every year we've been growing. This is the one year where it kind of went backwards, but really chalk it up to the feedback that we got is, first of all, is around Father's Day weekend.
Yes.
Second of all is right when pool season kind of ends for everybody and they
Yeah.
wrap up, they want to be outside. And then
they want to be on the golf
the
course.
last thing that I didn't predict is G7 summit that was here that drove all the hotel costs up. So it's kind of a I had some teams drop out because the hotels were just ridiculous,
Crazy.
right?
Yeah.
So, and so totally get it, right? And so now this gives us run rate to find sponsors and build up the cash prize and really get ready for a record-breaking year event come in January. So,
Well, and I think Jam Up, we've tried to get involved a couple of times, and for whatever rhyme or reason, this year it happened to be Border that held up a few things. I'm going to do a better job.
we both are, not just you. It doesn't fall
Right.
on one person. So,
I'll find a way to combat. I mean, there's not a lot I can do when the Border decides to hold packages.
yeah, exactly.
I wish I was the
without your
almighty
control.
and all powerful, but they don't give me access to their facilities, and I'm
Yeah.
just another guy. However, if we backtrack that, figure out how long, and we'll know once you get it, what's that time frame look like? Now we know the cutoff prior to,
Yeah.
and we can now adjust, right? And I'm gonna partially say that it's at this point has everything to do with tariffs and that whole ball of wax that's happening, because typically with our stuff it's
Quick.
in,
Yeah,
it's
it's always
in and
in.
done.
That's been my experience up until this year. So.
Yeah. So, and I feel terrible. I wish there was a way that I could control that. I can't. So we'll find a way to make it better for next year
Yeah, that's all.
or this coming.
That's all.
right?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
upcoming year.
Yeah.
It'll be good
So-
timing.
I think so. I'm gonna try to find a way to get us a little bit more involved, a little more committed. I haven't figured that out yet, but I will. And I'm gonna play. I didn't know that the walk happened already, because half my mind was saying I want to go. I want to actually. I'm here. I don't have to travel. I do some travel, but nowhere close to what I was doing.
Yeah.
And so it hit my brain, and then Ben said, "Oh yeah, it's already happened." I was like, "Ah, okay." So next year,
It's pretty awesome. I mean, we have over 275 people that do the walk.
yeah, I want to come.
Yeah.
Right. I want to be there. So I'm gonna put it on you.
Yeah.
Make sure that.
Well,
you
I'm
get me
inviting you on
involved.
my team.
Yeah.
I'll get you.
Okay,
so
good man.
You kind of create a team, and then your team's on your walk. So there's a link. I'll be able to send it out next year.
Okay, good man.
Yeah.
Good. Don't
It's
let
an
me off the
awesome
hook.
event. They do like kids races, and they do, you can either walk, run. Then there's like a nice barbecue afterwards that they have. And
Dang.
yeah, it's which is like included in the cost. But yeah, it's one of the best events, and we have some great sponsors over the years that are like committed to the cause. But yeah, it was pretty awesome to walk through. It's in Bowness every year. It's been held there for 17 years, and you can see like you're driving from Stony, and you look down, you see all the colors. People wearing the same shirts, and so yeah, it's pretty awesome. There is a changing in the guard of the walk committee next year, and so these ladies that have done it for 8 years, they're kind of taking a step back where they are in their lives. But we got a new committee that's coming on, and it's really rinse and repeat. But it's good sometimes. You got a different network. Sometimes you always, you exhaust your resources,
hey,
right?
listen,
So
new blood, new talent, new things. That's not a terrible thing.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that could lead to, as you were getting into, right? It could lead to some new exciting things.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I want to get involved, and I'm going to figure out how to make that happen.
Well, I'm there with you. I'm always generating idea. You're an idea guy too, so
you know it.
We'll spitball together.
Yeah.
I will have to jump off here. We play in
of
2
course.
minutes and get ready once this match is done. But
for sure,
I'll be back to be on.
Make sure. And listen again. I applaud you, dude, and I thank you for coming to sit in, talk about a worthy cause, a worthy event, and hopefully the listeners, as they play it back, they can get involved at some point somehow.
For sure.
Right.
Well, thank you, everyone. We'll chat soon. Hope you enjoy watching some of the games here.
Indeed. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Georgios Zigopoulos, the man behind the 4th annual Hope for a Cure fundraiser here at the Leather Pocket, the man with the plan. We can now get back into action. No idea if the score is right. I apologize, guys. I felt it more appropriate to pay attention to really Georgios and the cause. So I'm not sure what our score looks like. I tried to keep up on it, but I know I'm wrong. I know I missed a game or two. So maybe if and or when Ben decides to come back, I'll get him to give us an update on that. In the meantime, and in between time, we will get back to action. Jerry Young on this close table with the break. Unfortunately, cue ball took the subway. Decent table. 2 ball for the low ball is in a little bit of trouble, but you do have the 5, 6, and 7 kind of within close proximity. High ball, a little bit easier. Again, I think the 13, it's limited to 1 pocket, which is that top right-hand corner. 9 can get a little bit tricky to get to, same as 15. So a little bit of work. A little bit of work and some table mapping. So it's certainly been a while since I've been into the pool room, and definitely a while since I've been on the mic. I don't recognize about half the people that are now in the pool hall now. How unfortunate is that? Misses the opener with ball in hand. Cue ball off another ball, and it finds the subway system. 8-6.
Let me double check because I think
So Ben is back, just gone to check the score.
8-6, yeah.
For Punluck.
Yeah.
We are back up to date. So I missed 3 games in that conversation with Georgios. But hopefully you understand why. Worthy cause, worthy guy. That is for sure. Mr. Young at the table, Ben Francis back on the mic. We are back in full swing.
Yeah, we're here to have conversations with Georgios, so don't worry about the score. Score secondary to this tournament.
I caught a couple, but I knew I would be off because we had a fairly long, lengthy,
It's
really good
totally
conversation.
okay.
Though.
You didn't happen to bring up the game spot, did you?
Nope.
Okay, good. Because I'd rather you didn't. They just both raced to 11, right?
Yeah,
Since
that's
they both agreed
that's
on
up to
that.
them. Whatever they choose, they want to do.
Well, and they both already said that,
Yeah.
so should be the way she goes. But
Nope, not my story to tell.
No.
I just get to sit back here on the mic and I'll put the score in the scoreboard, and that's that.
Good chance for Jerry to get them to 9 here. Balls look nice.
Off the back rail and back out for the 15.
Yeah, he's going to try to draw it. Oh, he hit it sweet, right?
He sure did. Got a little fortunate on the rub to get to where he did, but
yeah, but he juiced it enough, where
he put the
it
right
was always
spin on
going to
it.
be okay. Yeah. He hit it sweet. That's a good stroke. Not easy from where he was to jack up and punch it, drive it over there like that.
No, I
Tough
agree.
shot.
Still not 100% in the bag yet. That
No, he's
10-14's a little tricky because they only go into
Might go around the
one or
6 here.
two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's trying to
into-
go around the 6. Oh, no, it's getting tougher.
he just limited some of his own pockets. He needed that side pocket.
Well, he might be shooting this ball on the side and tracking into the 14. He's got to go real soft into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not move it too much.
Or shove it to the rail if you can get it there and hold for the 10.
So these guys starting 20 minutes late, already hurting the tournament because the other rounds are starting. So, for all you tournament players out there, when they tell you start at 1, don't start at 1:20. Try to get it going,
Right.
There's a reason for these things, especially today because he's going to try to cram it into one day, right?
Yeah.
Which is nice of him, knowing that there's a lot of fathers here, and it's Father's Day tomorrow.
Yes. Uh-oh.
Nice, perfect. Inch.
Ooh, I thought he
Perfect.
might have been a little close to the work.
Yeah, he did get
Ended up working.
some zip on that one.
Yeah.
And he's just running out. Jerry Young.
Jerry doing what Jerry does.
That's right. Some things never change, right?
It's so true.
Haven't seen the guy for a year.
Right? And just comes back and starts running racks.
Yeah, just running racks.
Like he never left.
Be nice to have him for Canadians. He's one of the gentlemen of the game. He just sits there,
Yeah.
Like there is zero funny business guaranteed when you play Jerry.
Yep.
He just sits there.
Ben Lou looking good on that other table. Take the one ball. Going to have to put a stroke on it to come back out.
He needs this one, otherwise they're pretty much done. Got to keep them off the hill. That's usually what you're looking to do when you make a little comeback. Just keep them away from the hill.
That's it.
You got a chance. You got a little breathing room. Otherwise, you're like one kiss of the cue ball off the break away from losing.
A scratch,
right?
a foul, or whatever, right?
Yeah, the 8 goes in when you break out a ball, which we saw already today.
Yeah. You'd only have one bullet left.
Yeah, you need the bullets, right? So this is the round of 16, and then they're going to have another round of B-side, and then we'll move back to the A-side match around 4 o'clock.
And it is all on, is it CompuSport that it's on?
It's on Digital Pool.
Digital Pool.
And if you're in the area, come check it out live.
Oh, look at that hold.
Oh, that's a nice little shot. Spin it like that with the inside on the new
And
cloth.
hit the window. Wow. Nice shot, Mr. Lou. And he's got nice angle, nothing to it. Just avoid the the contact with, I think that's the 10 ball.
Yeah, he's got
10,
like
14.
9 over there. He might just stun it around, like just miss a 9.
Yeah,
That's a good shot.
Really well
Oh.
done.
Yeah, his teammates are smiling too.
Yeah, nice little tap of the table.
It's Benny Lou. Quality out there when they needed him most.
Wow. Well done, Mr. Lou.
Well, they made a match out of this when they
he sure
they were
did.
behind, you know. Only behind 2 here. It's anybody's game.
Well, he's giving them a fighting chance now.
Well, 2 games at a time, right? So you win both of these, bang, you got a match. But even if you only win 1 and then you win 2,
that's okay.
You know, so you got lots of room here to move, right?
But I think that's the key. You have to move.
Yeah, well, at some point you got to win on both tables, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's now, and I'd rather do it now than later.
That's it. Good to see Jackson out playing, Jackson Clifford.
It's nice to see quite a few guys come out, and
Norm
you know they just came out to support the cause
yes,
too,
of
right?
course. Of course.
Danny
The
Gombach.
usual suspects.
Nice to see Gombach out, you know, because we had a big fundraiser for him. So he knew, hey, get out and support this one. They supported me, right?
Yeah. Danny Leung's in the house. Teresa's in the house.
Yeah. Outside of your staples like Benny Lou and the team event, right?
Yeah.
Well, Benny always has a team event, like
Oh,
Mark
it's so
Downey,
true.
right?
Yeah.
I had 100 offers, but I wasn't going to play this year.
I just committed to Giorgio, so I'm in next year.
Oh, there you go. Good stuff. Yeah, this is one, you know, I loved playing it every year. My team got runner-up. We're on the trophy. I didn't know that was a thing. The LP3. It was me and Mark Downey and Jared White.
Nice.
We got runner-up last year, but I think that was enough.
Yeah.
I won another team
That'll
event
do.
here last year, and that's, I'm just going to play the big 3 majors here, which is enough. Amateur pool. Oh, that cue ball's flying across the room over there. Look out.
Almost took the wall out.
They need Bruce to get out here. It's BCA. Put the cue ball anywhere. That's a big difference. You're a huge favorite to run out in 8-ball when you got ball in hand after a break like that.
Yep.
If they opened up the balls like he did.
Yeah, and I like what he's taking, starting with the trouble.
Might be
Get
the
to
only
4 and
tough
6.
ball, the 4-6, and everything else in the open. Although the 1 is kind of out there in the middle of nowhere, too.
Kind of never land.
Yeah, does the 1 pass a 9? Like, there's question marks there still.
And
what are you getting to here from the 6, right?
That depends.
That's
Hopefully
why
he's got a little angle to work with.
That's why he stopped dead in his tracks there, you know, because he thought, wait a second.
Draw straight back. Oh, maybe.
Oh, we got a good rub here. That's a good stroke, though.
I might have just touched to the rail. You had dead on the 1. Just draw to that.
He almost opened the 1 for the side pocket. He moved the 12. That would have been handy. I think the 1 passed the 9.
I think so.
Well,
it might not now. I think the 9 moved. No, maybe not. Maybe not.
Oh, we're about to find out right now.
Yeah.
He's going to deal with it right now.
73158.
Yeah, that's what I would think. So we'll find out right now.
Nice little bump on the 8-ball for that closer table.
Yeah. Looking
Puts that
not
into a
bad
playable
there,
position.
but still a bit of work there, too.
Yeah. I think the 4-ball's got to be next.
Yeah, jacked up. It's not a fun shot. The next shot's not going to be easy either from distance, so he might shoot something else.
Looks
But
like
yeah,
he's
I'm with
looking at
you.
the 2.
I like the 4 first because you got to deal with it, right?
Yep. I'd rather deal with it right then and there.
Well, why not while the 6 is tied up, right?
Yeah.
Got to go ref a shot quick.
Yep. Well, obviously the 1 on the top table did go. Bruce looking to clean this up, and they need it. Hopefully that 3-ball passes 15. Shake of the head tells me it's tight if at all possible. Well, we'll see if he's going to. It looks like he's trying to make the bank or play safe. Watch for the double kiss. Yeah, some good position. Held the position for the 8 really nice, but I can't quite tell whether they can see the 11 ball. If you can't see the 11, it's actually a really good shot. Nicely played.
I thought just a nice friendly fundraiser. I'm not going to get called the ref at all. Sean Yee, knock, knock, knock. Yeah, of course it's you.
Uh-huh.
It was a legitimate call, like, call a ref shot, but
Yeah.
it is a fundraiser. So
Yeah.
if you think the guy's going to cheat you in a fundraiser,
Yeah.
then, yeah, hope he sleeps at night.
Right?
But it was tricky.
Even tricky, though, most of those you can call yourself.
It was one of those ones, I don't know. It'd be hard for a ref to ever call a foul there kind of thing, right?
Yeah. I know those type of shots.
It's not like it's never going to be blatantly a foul, so
Yeah.
you want me to call a foul when I don't know? Like,
Right? Tie goes to the runner.
of course it does. It has to, right? So if it's not blatantly a foul, like obviously a foul, everybody knows it's a foul, then it has to be a good hit, right?
Right? Ben's got some work to do to keep him alive over here.
Well, and on that other table, they might get on the hill over there, right? Bruce didn't get out.
No, he was supposed to, but
Yeah, what happened over there? Like the 1 went,
got
right?
out of shape on the 3, left himself the only pocket that the 3 really doesn't go to.
Where did he play the 1 by the 9?
Yeah, by the 9. Yeah, it did go there.
And then he just played the 3 in the wrong corner.
Yeah, he left whatever. There was a ball on this rail and cut it, and just got out of shape. Tried to play the bank, right? And that's why the 3 is
That's
up
why
there
it's
and
where it
held
is,
shape for the 8, which was good, but that's only one part of the equation. You have to make that bank too. And I mean, tall task, right? Just based on it, he had to cross-cut bank.
But situational, right? And you're always looking for moments in matches, and that's a moment. At 9-7, you get ball in hand after the break.
Yeah.
You
Well,
and
you
your
know,
teammates will recognize too.
nice shot there.
that, hey, maybe that was kind of our chance, right?
that was a nice shot, Ben.
Well, he was trying to get the other stripe out because he's got to get the 15, but he's got time to move that. He can move it right now.
Yeah,
Shoot the 9, move it right now.
that's it.
Yeah, well, you got a hanger over the side. Just one rail. I think it's just top spin. I don't think he needs any siding, like inside or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, on Bruce's table, if we have to be dead honest, he should have been out because you shouldn't have left yourself that shape on the 3.
No. He's supposed to be out, probably 9 out of 10. You know, you give him 90% there from ball in hand with how the table laid and the work that he did, right?
Yeah.
I like this shot. If he's looking at, follow the 14 in and, A, draw the cue ball back to where it is now or further, or B, roll it forward and hook him behind the other stripe on the rail.
I like your shot, the play it off the 9.
Yeah,
I like that the
I like
best.
just break out that stripe on the rail. Yeah, sometimes you just got to go for it, right?
You're right. Or put the 1
But
in.
you watch, he's going to play. That's what he's going to do. He's going to play a cheeky little two-way here.
Right?
With
I
the
would try that
14.
off the 9. Take the 9 ball and just play the 1 in.
Ooh, but you could follow it in sometimes. Follow the 1 in.
You could.
I like the safety here. If he's going to play safety off this ball, that's probably smart, Go near the 8, 9. There's a huge gap there to hook him, right?
Yeah, you're going to leave him a bank shot.
Oh, he might.
Or the whole
he
shot.
might have left him the cut here. Yeah, no, he's not happy, and he has a cut, I think.
Yeah.
And he should be.
This is why I don't like it. I would have
Stay
rather played the
aggressive.
9. I
You
keep
gotta
control
stay
of the
aggressive,
table,
yeah.
right? You
I
let
don't
your
know,
foot off the gas.
What about the 14 and then just draw back and leave him like Middletown on the bank? Because even if he has to bank the 4, he's going away from the 8. Like he's got to pray for shape on the 8 too, with a tricky bank on new cloth, right? Just put it on him a bit.
Yeah.
Anything other than sell it out. I mean, there was a way to sell it out there. He found it. Little unlucky to kiss that ball though and leave a window, I will say.
Yeah. Well, and this could be over.
in a couple of shots. You look at that other table. He's playing a big shot over there.
Yeah, this is
get that other stripe. Oh, he didn't get it right.
No. Well, that'll
He might not
stave off the execution for now.
He might not have got it wrong though. Like, can Bruce cut this ball in? He bumped that 3 just enough to maybe make this.
Oh, I think you have to try to cut that in,
super
take
thin.
over the pocket for the 14.
Can't kick it because the 8's too far away.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't take the pocket.
Overhit it.
Look out. This
He
could be
overhit
it.
He doesn't want it.
He doesn't want it. He didn't want it. 10-7. Benny let one slide. Bruce might let it slide, and then it's over, and they're out of here. That doesn't happen too often.
Right.
Yeah.
Not quite 2 and out, but
pool is tough. No, 2 and out. This is second round.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
This is tough action for them, you know. 2 and out. It's never fun.
And rare when you got Benny Lou on your team.
Yeah, Benny, Bruce, Darcy's good team, right?
Oh,
but it's not over
goodness.
until the final stroke. He's got to bank this ball or kick it.
No doubt.
The kick.
I actually like the kick.
Kick's not horrible.
Yeah.
Because how do you sell out with the kick?
You really don't.
You know what that other guy over there is thinking? Jorgensen. He's thinking, just kick it,
Yep.
Bruce. Johnny knows the shot. Just soft kick it. As long as you get the hit. Yeah.
Yeah, give it to be sure on the hit for.
Right? But you're going to make it a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot. I'm talking a lot.
Yeah. Well, now you're striking at the 8.
Only going to play safe. But yeah, you give yourself a free shot at the 8.
Yeah.
And from far away, like where the 8 is, it's no problem, right?
Oh my, what was?
He's trying to go behind the 8 with the cue ball. He did pretty good. Look at this
sure
shot.
did.
Did the
Wow.
3 get in the way too?
It sure did.
Then that's an unbelievable shot.
Genius.
That's unbelievable. If that he said he's not his head yet. Yeah. I got.
You see that shot?
Oh, yeah,
you see what I did
you
right
see
there?
what I did there? Yeah. But the 3 in the way too. He said. That's an unbelievable shot he got behind the 8 like that. Wow.
Yeah.
Man, from where I was, the kick was like a guarantee. Like,
Yeah.
because even if
That's
you leave him
right,
the cut on the
That's
10.
the right shot, though.
For sure.
The kick is the right shot.
Because even if you leave him the cut on the 10 from a mile away, what's he doing to get on the next ball? Like, there's no way, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going
to the short
jump
stick.
cue to get over the 3. It's that bad. What a shot. Bruce played the shot of the tournament.
No doubt.
To kiss the 3 in the way and block the 10 with the 8, that's out of this
pretty
world
genius.
good. Yeah. That's a 9-ball shot. And they got to wait for this other table anyway because one of these guys is playing on it.
This is the part I don't understand. You know you have a jump cue in your case, and you're playing in a match.
Yeah. I never take it
Just
out
take
for
it out?
8-ball too. But in Vegas and stuff I do because I don't want to be like this in Vegas.
Yeah.
Stalled, and I want to just go over, get it, jump, bang. You know, like
Yeah, and for me,
trying to chalk it. But
Yeah,
before a big match, I chalk my cues too. Like, I'm ready. I'm always ready.
but that's it, right? Is I feel if I'm running good, I don't want to slow that momentum down because I didn't have my stuff ready.
Well, you know how many times I've miscued in this scenario
Yeah.
too? Because I pulled it out of my case. I thought I chalked it enough, but I didn't really, you know, because I was in a bit of a rush too, like
Yeah,
to
of
get over
course.
there.
Right? And there's
Oh, he's not jacked
it's
up. He's not jacked up enough.
no.
You could tell right
Oh
away.
yeah,
he
right
wasn't.
away.
And he was bridged out of the pocket, was no good either. Oh, they're still alive here.
Yeah, this one is pretty much a foregone conclusion to this game. I don't think there's any way possible that Bruce doesn't get out from here.
Yeah, it'd be hard to commentary curse him there.
Oh,
but,
no
you know,
doubt.
You never know.
Puts it in with a little authority even, saying,
So,
let's
like
go,
I said,
guys.
they had to like win a game, but either way, they had to win 2 games at a time on one of, on these tables. So now they just need to do that, and then it's hill.
That's it.
As long as nobody counts a spot from earlier. I mean, in a way, like they should have, because they should be playing the next match 20 minutes ago. But we won't tell anyone if they don't tell anyone.
I might.
As long as they get playing these 2 games right away, then we're all good.
That's it.
Yeah,
And we'll get the next one in right away. I'll run out and check the air real quick, come back in. And
well, the
get
thing
started.
is, they probably played the other 3 matches already. And so these guys are going to end up on the same table again, which is not really fair for the team coming in.
I agree.
But if it's Giorgio's team, then they just came off the stream too.
Yeah.
I wonder.
I think it is. In fact, it is because Giorgio said when he walked in, we play the winner of this match.
That is right. Okay, then it's not so unfair.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's not a big difference right now anyway because the cloth got done on all the tables.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're playing exactly the same. And they're playing great. I've heard from like 50 players already that they're just loving it, like how great they're playing. The Simonis is playing awesome. Tony from Lackno, he did an amazing job.
Sure did.
I highly recommend him. Okay, balls made on breaks.
So you said he's coming up next week?
Yeah, he's going to do some touch-ups, I think. Like freshen up the line. I'm going to see if he wants to freshen up the lines. If not, I'll do it. It's fine. But he's got some more Simona stickers.
I wonder what he would charge me.
For what? Put
So
together your table?
Yeah, and then it's 3-piece, so the pieces need to be put together and gooped, and then
I don't know.
the cloth.
Can ask him. But he's busy. Like, one guy asked him while he was here, and he's pretty busy to do one home table in Calgary. But for you, it might be different. You never know. Worth asking.
Why not?
But I know he's very busy. He's, selling lots of tables. It's good.
Yeah,
Diamond dealer.
Yeah.
Guys need a table. He's the guy.
Bunch of pool accessories, cues and cases and chalk and you name it.
He just bought the VNEA League in Medicine Hat, too.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's going to be gearing that up a bit, too, Making moves.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Ira going to bank quick over there on the other table.
I love it. He just gets down into it.
Well, that's the shot. That was the shot the whole way. Run out, bank that ball.
Yep.
He didn't do it, though. Straightened out on him. They don't play on diamond tables too much in Edmonton, I tell you that.
It is true. Whoops. Just a little outside.
These balls lay a little tough, though, with that 15-12 over there on the side rail.
13's there. Could do it actually right now.
Can he see it? No.
I think so. Although it might be a little steep
Too
on the
much
angle.
angle, yeah. So he's got to shoot the other ball first. Another ball, I should say, not the other ball, because he's got all 3 of the other balls.
Yeah, he's got everything. Could go underneath right now, back up.
Yeah, he could go for it now, but I don't like that because it's not really there, Get caught trying to do that, and now you land in nowhere land, which is exactly what happened.
Never land.
That happens to me a lot. I try a shot that I am like, well, I could spin over there and clip it, but it's not going to work, right? And then you end up nowhere because you didn't have control of where it was going. You just thought, hopefully it goes over there, instead of it's going to go over there, right?
Yeah.
If he just played that ball with a different spin to get middle table.
Yeah, now he's in on 13 to break it
Now
out.
he's got, and if he doesn't get perfect, he's got the other ball again to try to get perfect,
Yep.
Yeah. I call it careless when I do that.
Oh, it is careless.
Because I try to just hopefully it'll work if I do this.
Oh, yeah, it didn't work the other 1,000 times I've tried
It
it.
just doesn't work.
This time it'll be different.
And have control, right? Don't lose control. He can still work this out. He's got lots of safeties, actually, with where the 6-2, they're covering each other a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Might shoot the 11 with a 2-way.
Bruce playing a little bit of chess over there.
He could roll the 11, which is a ball by the 8, and leave the cue ball underneath the 8. You hate to leave him a jump even, but might be the shot.
Yeah, I don't mind this. 14 into the side past the 6. That'll either put him on the 11 or nice shape on the 13. But you got to make the 6. You got to make the 14. right? That's a do or die right there.
Yeah, that's no good. Oh, sweet.
Yep.
One of the losing teams just got drawn for a $75 Matador gift card donated from Mark and Maria Downey, who own Matador Pizza. If you guys have never tried it, it's the most amazing pizza in Calgary.
That I
for
agree.
sure.
100% agree. That is some good eats. I wish you wouldn't have said it because now I'm craving it.
That's why I was quiet for a second.
Yep.
I was thinking,
Dang.
how could I run away and go get pizza?
Steph.
Yeah, we got to like order some now. Yeah.
The boys need pizza from Matadors.
That's right. Okay, Bruce over there looking at keeping them alive. And Darcy here. That's a nice kiss.
That's really well
This could
done.
be Hill right away. Look at this. It lays nice for Hill.
It sure does.
Darcy got to stay down on this ball, though. It's a bit of a back cut. The camera
Yeah,
makes it
little
look
deceiving.
a little easier than it is, I think.
Yeah. But this is in. He's got that no problem.
He missed it, and Benny Lou slaps the table. He's not happy. Yeah. Oh, wears his heart on his sleeve.
Well, Bruce is out. He did what he had to do.
Yeah, Bruce going to make the 8. He's not going to miss that one. It's over the hole. But Ryan right here.
Well, it's key is the
Finish this
breakout,
one
right? He
off.
still needs this breakout.
Yeah, and he didn't do it right away is a little worrying, right? You try to do it while you have the option ball.
Yep.
Insurance.
Now you got to thread the needle to get good on 13.
Well, if you don't land perfect now, yeah, you're in big trouble. This kind of changes things. Darcy might get another shot. Just gotta stay calm.
It's a matter of what quality of shot is he going to get.
At best,
That's not going to do it.
At best, you're probably a mile away. Oh, maybe you were like a ball in hand there for a second. Jeez. Not supposed to be going over there.
That's not going to do it.
So now he's got to like trickle that ball in the side. Matt doesn't even play
No.
the safety.
He might have to play safe using the 12, maybe.
Like and try to stay behind the 15.
Yeah, but even that is such a tough
Just gonna
shot.
try to load this up with the inside. You know what? And use the end rail. It's not going to work.
No.
You can't
Corner
try
bank? Corner bank on 15, maybe? I mean, what else are you going to do?
He checks his heart rate. See what time it is. I'm not sure what he did there.
You know what? I think there's no choice. I think you have to try the 15 bank to the corner.
Yeah, you got to play shape too is the tough part.
Yep. But what choice do you have?
Benny's sitting
You
back in
just-
his chair smiling now.
There's no other shot.
Laughing with Darcy. Yeah, no, I don't think you can stay behind the 15 here.
Because the 12 is going to come off the rail and punch the 15 out of the way.
Yeah. He needed to like stay straighter on it if he was going to try
Yeah.
that. Doesn't go. 12 doesn't go. 15, I mean, could you spin it enough to play the 15 in the corner? Like just cut it?
I don't
Spin?
think so. I don't think you can see enough even with the spin.
Even with lots of right spin, yeah. Tricky.
Right? That's why I say 15 bank corner. That's
Tricky spot.
only shot. Right? He could opt to play the safety, but I'd rather go out swinging in this spot.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If I miss, I miss. Right? What more can I do?
You could like try to bank the 15 in the way of the 8 and leave the cue ball on the end rail, but that's really difficult. And like you said, sometimes better to just go for the shot, right?
Yeah. I mean, he tried to feather that into the
But
side.
it doesn't pay off.
I don't think it goes. There's no way that you can cut that into the side.
Let's say it went. Now what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you got a shot from there?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think
That
so.
shot is bank the 15 to the
Darcy
corner.
not going to miss this one.
No.
He's going to be sure here.
Nice weight.
And it's Hill.
Hill
that.
just took the words right out of my
I
mouth.
bet you they're wishing they figured out they got a one-game spot.
Right?
Yeah. It's Hill.
Benny Lou
with the
and I would
break, it looks
assume
like. Jerry, yeah.
Jerry Young.
But not always. Sometimes try to get Jerry's game
sometimes
in.
yeah.
while you can.
Typically in 3-man, it goes hill quite often. I would be surprised if it's not Jerry.
Yeah, you put Jerry there for sure. You got to put the guy that's most sure to get the job done. They got the two guys.
I mean, I don't think Jerry has lost a game.
I don't know if he's missed a ball.
Yeah.
Hard to lose a game if you don't miss a ball. He's on fire. But Benny's got the break.
Yep. Who is Ben's opponent?
Yeah, Jerry's stepping up over there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I gotta give the tip of the favor to Jerry's team, even though Benny's breaking.
Yeah, I always give it to the breaker, so I'll bet you a coffee.
Done.
Loser's got to go get it.
Done.
You'd probably go anyway. You like going.
Totally would. But I like going when you're buying even better.
No doubt. Benny going to rip the head ball break. I like it. I like it. The last time he did this, he made the ball on the side. Let's watch the 9 coming towards his bottom side pocket. No, he mishit it.
Yeah, he totally mishit.
He totally cut it.
He decelled in the break.
And if the
advantage
4 goes, then these lay super easy. And I think it does.
Oh, it's tight.
But
It's
they're
tight.
like,
But I mean, you can go 5-6 under 4, right?
the 4,
5-6 under the 4 to the bottom right.
It's just nice to be able to shoot the 5 and stay on the 6 easier. I think he's a little off angle. But, oh, no, this looks easy.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants here. But I think the 4 goes.
It's tight, for sure.
And then they all lay nice. Like, doesn't have to move anything.
It does go,
the 8
for
goes.
sure. For sure, 4
He's
goes.
just giving this to be sure. He's
Yeah.
like, where am I going from the 6? He already knows he's shooting the 4, then the 5. And he's getting on the 6, so he's just thinking, do I want to go up table first and leave the 5-6 for the
I actually
end?
might roll into the 8 here and play the 3.
So you see what he's doing? He's leaving the 5-6 for the end. I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
See, I might have just taken that 4. You had a nice little angle. Just roll into the 8. Just give the 8 a love tap, and you're onto the 3.
Into the
3 past.
corner, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate that either.
Right, and maybe you even get an angle. You can kind of chop over to the top of the 15, 7 back to the side.
He's going to shoot this 1, then the 7, then the 2, I think. Yeah, that 3 can end up being a little trouble. Oh, no, where's he going here? Where's he going here?
That's death.
Oh, man. How did he end up there?
That is death.
He was trying to play the 2 in the side, but I don't know if he had to do that. I think he could have played the 1 kind of drawn around and then play the 7, and with the stop shot, the 7 leads to 2 in the corner.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm seeing.
Well, the 7 passes the 11, right? 3 doesn't, right? But, wow.
Didn't see that coming.
Nope. I thought he was dead out.
Well, he's supposed to be, for sure, a lot of times.
Jerry's
We saw
gonna cost
another
me a
act like
coffee.
that earlier, too, was Bruce supposed to be out, you know?
Yeah.
He had a 9 out of 10er and didn't get out, too, so.
Well, and there's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere you're going to be able to play safe at all.
Benny just rubbed the trophy. Now I want to take my bet back. You can't touch the trophy.
Oh, yeah, he just jinxed himself.
I'm just kidding. I've touched a trophy, then won, too. It's okay. Yeah, you got to kick at this ball, and then what?
Hit and hope.
Well, you got to get the cue ball to the end rail, maybe. But Benny's got a ball over a hole, being the 10. He can't see over there. He can see over there. He might be able to pot this ball, you know, if he could see where he pointed.
Uh-oh. Benny just took the hat off.
If he could see where he pointed, he might be able to make this one.
I don't think he can get there. I think he's nudged right to the back of the 9.
I think he's like spinning to get where he pointed.
It was that inside check that he put on that cue ball. That's why he's in the position that he's in.
Just a hair, like more inside, and it would have been good.
Yeah.
This is what I was thinking. Get the cue ball that back rail.
Yeah.
And then just hope.
Yeah, but I mean, this is duck soup.
Yeah, it looks pretty good from where I'm sitting up here.
Mm-hmm.
This ball, the 9, I think, goes in the side pretty comfortable for the
Oh,
opener.
yeah, for sure it does.
And then you get closer to that ball on the rail, or
I think I go
do whatever
9,
you want.
14, draw,
yeah, the 14.
then the 10, the 15.
Well, I think you got to use the 14 to get on the 12.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
So, but you like to do that right away, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I would do the 9, the 14,
9,
the
14,
12,
12. Yeah.
and then you got the problem done, right? Now you
Yeah,
can
and then
shoot
you can
the
maybe
11
draw
and
off the
get-
14. Well, I don't
Depends
know.
what you got on the 12.
Yeah.
Sometimes these racks are like, I'd shoot the 9, I shoot the 14, you know, and then see where I'm at. Right?
Yeah.
Like, then I pick the angle when I shoot the 14 and what I want on the 12. But first, you got to focus on this, right?
Yeah. Oh, he's standing up.
Well, he didn't get closer to this, which he'd love to get closer. Just
Yeah,
didn't
kinda
want to
had that-
risk the
yeah, he
inside
had the
juice.
wrong angle on it. Would have had to have put the inside.
And off the rail, you don't want to risk the inside juice.
Wow,
too
now I
much.
think he's too straight on the 14.
Yeah, the stun follow here to stay on the 12 is real tough. Not a shot you want to be shooting under pressure.
He's going to be
gonna
taking this
take
10
this,
ball, but
and
yeah, that
he-
could end badly.
I think he goes okay into the 15, and then he's on the 11 too. Like this. Yeah, this is okay, but a little dicey for a second.
Oh, yeah, he's on the 11, so he's okay.
And it gets him to the 14.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But then he might have to play a combo.
Combo, yeah, going to have to.
Man, you hate doing that, though.
Doesn't lay too terrible, provided you get onto the 14 good.
Or you could play the 11, then the hanger, and then try to get on the 14.
Yeah, but then you're playing the 12.
To
If you
that
play that
ball.
12, yeah, exactly, right.
And then
You play the combo, but even then, if you play the combo, now you're trying to play position to the 13 off of whatever you get out of the 12.
a hanger, like a ball near the pocket, is not
Mhm.
easy. And then that ball to the 8 is not going to be easy either.
Mhm. This
U-
is far from
usually.
over.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, yeah. Yeah, he's got the balls like kind of where he needs them, but it's not easy still.
Yeah, it's more the mapping that's a little hard.
So
Ooh,
he is
he
going to
banks
play
it
the
in.
hanger. Yeah, he banked it, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you take the 13
Oh,
right
it's
now?
way smarter. No, you shoot the hanger, then the 13. Then the 14, 12 leads you to 8 easy, right? That's
That's a
definitely
tight little window
definitely the
between
way.
that 7-2. I might take that right now.
No, I think you go to the side rail and you shoot the 13 in the low left into the corner. Like, and that's the most sure way that you're going to have a shot on the 13. You take all the risk out of play. you know?
Yeah.
And if you got to finesse the cue ball a little, like the 14 is nice in the open, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what he should do. Try not to, like, move the cue ball more than you need to at Hill too, right?
Well, we'll see if he tries to play back to where he's at now and shoot that little window.
Yeah, I hate that. I would hate
Well,
that
because
if
you're
he
limiting
did that.
yourself to one ball that you have to
would
hit
suck.
that exact window.
No, he's got to go over. He's got to go over the
Oh,
left
that's what
side.
he's looking at now. Going up top.
No, look right there.
Yep.
Right where he put his hand. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the spot.
I like that. That's the play I like. Because there's lots of room over there, you know?
Yeah.
Nothing in the way.
Just past that second diamond. Right on the rail. Now you're playing into the line on 14.
Well, and that's the other thing. You got lots of reference points over there is nice sometimes. Like trying to put the cue ball in the middle of the table can be difficult.
Yeah.
But trying to put the cue ball like on a diamond, that's a lot easier to see sometimes.
Oh, he's too hard.
He hammered it.
He's too hard.
He got the hammer hand going there. Just a little adrenaline got him.
Yep.
He doesn't want to come up short because then he's dealing with that top side pocket.
Yep.
And he's got the cue ball going the wrong way. So you can see in his last stroke, he's like, I got to make sure I hit this one. You know, the new cloth is a factor there too because
For
he's going
sure
to
it
get a
is.
slide. Yeah. What kind of kid wants to eat lunch?
I know, right?
Unbelievable.
First he wanted breakfast. Now it's lunch.
Unbelievable. Yeah, next thing he's going to want some water.
Right?
Can he cut this ball in? No, I don't think so, right? Got to kick it.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, he's going to play it safe, eh? That's what he's
going
looking
to
at.
try to leave him up top on the rail,
Yeah.
but
I like going.
with
Just kick it.
with Jerry at the table, I
Yeah.
mean,
Go.
he's on everything.
Yeah, you got to contemplate your opponent here. Yeah, there's too much going on for Jerry over
he's
here.
on the 5, he's on the 3, he's on whatever he
Well,
wants.
he's got 18 safeties as
Yeah.
well. You know, just hit the 2 and freeze him on the ball.
That's
and he's
it.
dead. And that might be exactly what he does. Or he might just shoot the 5 with a two-way shot, right? Yeah, I can't see how straight he is on the 2, but I kind of like just shooting the 2.
Yeah.
Freeze him up on his ball there, and then you got him.
Well, and if you play the 2 into the 8 to the left side, that 8 can chip over and take over on the 14.
Yeah. I mean, unless one of these balls is just super comfortable, like can't tell. Maybe the 5's just super comfortable to shoot, you know? Like it doesn't even need a two-way kind of thing, right?
Well, he's
that didn't help.
not ideal here.
That didn't help anything. He just bumped the 6 to a worse spot. Now he's got one less soldier. I like the 2 with the safety. Pressure does weird things, though. You just can't always see the high-quality
Bet
shot.
he was in there like a dirty shirt.
He's like,
taking a
let me
look.
just go see what's going on over here, he says. This would be a steal because they weren't supposed to win the last game either.
Yep.
Right?
Well, and
I don't
let's
think,
be
not
fair,
after
this,
Darcy
this
missed
should have
the 8.
been over, right? With a dry break and the table that Jerry had to start with, this should have been over.
Well, and Darcy missed the 8 in the last game.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Ryan didn't get out when he was maybe supposed to. And I know he had to move a ball, but
Well, thin cut on the 3,
just super
just
safe.
super like paper thin.
I think just real safe again, like down table.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's looking at over where his cue is.
Problem is that back cut on the 3 is actually quite steep, and you don't want to touch into that 7-13 and open it up.
I don't think it does. I think it's so thin it goes right by it. Should be okay here. Should be able to put a good safe on him.
Can he take the 6 off the 12?
No, I don't think so.
He's calling the 6.
Seems a little brave. Yeah, better Georgios refs it than I do.
Yeah.
It's his tournament.
That's it.
Is he playing the in-off, or is he just going to
No, he's
spin it?
trying to cut it.
You can spin it, yeah. It's like real tough, though. But I think it's there. Yeah.
I like playing the 6 off the 12 personally into this corner.
Yeah, that's maybe there too. Yeah. If this goes, then this is the right decision, because then the 2 is there. You know.
It's a good hit.
Yeah.
And
But
no
look
reward.
Where's he going again?
No reward.
Benny taps on
And
the
he's-
table like, "Thank you for making that ball and breaking my stuff out. Nice
He's
shot."
actually in a worse position now. There's
Way
nowhere
worse.
to hide.
Now there's less safeties behind the 8. That's it.
Can you chip off the 3 just light and put the cue ball on the end rail here?
Yeah, or 2 rails try to freeze on the back of the 14. If that's even there.
No,
You know, it's
because
so
I think you're
thin.
going to push the 7 into the 13 and throw the 13 over the corner.
Oh, it might be so thin it doesn't really move too much. You know?
True.
But what else he got? Like, man, he just backed himself into a corner here. Now it's 3 balls each, right?
Yep.
It changes everything.
Yeah. Well, and there's no offensive shot. Defense is tough.
Yeah, no, the 7 doesn't like push through and make this ball or something. Yeah. That's what he's called.
What's happening?
He's called the 7, I think. Like, gonna try to get it to.
The kick 7 or 3-7 off the 13?
Why,
Come on.
why the kick, though?
Oh my God.
What happened there? Why did he have to?
What?
But why did he have to kick it?
I'm not sure.
I guess he can't get the top to work out or the middle ball to work out when he's close. He's a genius. That was a God shot. I didn't think he had to kick it to make that work.
From definite jail, definite no shot
I'm
to
looking
here.
at
Let
it
me
thinking,
find a way.
does the 7 go? But not like kick it. Kick, what was that even? Like kick, combo, carom. That's what he did.
Yeah.
Kick, combo, caromed.
Wow. Okay, so new shot of the tournament.
I'm surprised not shooting the 3 here. I'm really surprised
Yeah,
not
you
shooting
gotta
the 3
shoot
here.
the 3.
What does he see here, too?
He
He's
just
gonna
wants
show
you
us
to have
something
a
else.
coffee.
Oh, man. 2 rails between it like that. Okay. When you're Jerry Young, that's what you do. What a steal this is, because I didn't think he was getting out there.
Oh.
Once he got on that ball, I thought, no, there's nothing now. Benny Lou's going to get back to the table, you know?
Everybody would have thought that. I didn't see a kick combo carom.
And all he's got to do is draw to the side rail here. He's just taking his time, but this is super comfortable. You cut this in the side, you hit it with low right.
I think he's going forward.
Yeah, but I think you just draw it like low right to the right side rail is the safest way, you know? You take the scratch out of play that way.
Oh, I thought he missed.
Looked like he overcut it for a second.
Oh, totally did. Wow.
That's a good match.
Holy cow.
Technically, they won the match before, so I'm
They
kind of
did.
glad they won, to be honest.
Yeah. Wow. A kick combo carom for the win.
Nice shot, Jerry Young.
That's insane.
All right, we'll be back right away. Those guys play Hope for a Cure. Going to be coming right up.
Indeed.
They're behind, so we'll be 5 minutes.
We'll see you back here in a few.